Happy New Day, CSA. Yeah, it's a pleasure for me. As human beings, that it is our life. Man is the microcosm of the macrocosm. Simply put, man is the miniature of the universe. Everything that the universe contains is in man. The basic supporting entity of the universe is consciousness. And man is made, or man is consciousness, pure consciousness itself. Consciousness expressed as the universe, the manifested universe and the unmanifested universe. Since the universe is a projection from consciousness, the laws governing the universe does not affect consciousness. And if man is pure consciousness, why is man being affected by the forces of the universe? This is the question we need to find answer to. When man, as an individualized soul, decided to interact with the processes of nature, man got distracted, or let's say excited, so to speak, and forgot its nature as consciousness or God. At that point, the basic instincts in nature, or the primitive urge in nature, took over man. There are 4 of those primitive urges, which are the mother of all desires, of all, in the various combinations. The first one is food. It's a primitive urge in man. Food, sleep, food like sustenance, energy, sleep like recreation and rest. Then sex, which is for procreation or pleasure. And then self-preservation. When these instincts took over, man lost its ability to be the projector and became the projected. So got involved in nature. So, once you have an urge, then it means you are going to take an action. Action to preserve yourself. Action for food. So for us, or for man, to be free of this entanglement of his forgetfulness, man has to get some freedom. Freedom from action and the freedom from ignorance. This brings me to the topic of the day. What is karma? A lot of us misuse the word karma. somebody might hurt them and they will tell the person that karma will punish you. I wonder if you actually understand what karma stands for. Karma is a Sanskrit word which means action, to do. Incidentally, kriya also means action. So what is the difference between the action of kriya and the action of karma? Action of karma comes about as, or comes from the point of view of ignorance, from the small self, self with small letter. Those actions that we call karma comes from the point of view of ignorance or the small self. Whereas kriya are intentional action that we take from the viewpoint of knowledge or self with the capital S. I hope you've gotten the differences. Now, when you set into motion, when something is set into motion, we say that an action has started. So when you set something into motion, it is moving. As it is moved, the forces of nature impinge upon that action, the movement. As that action is moving, we react all the way with the action, and it creates effect. And this force that is impinging from it from nature will push it until it will come back from the source. These forces that are acting upon the action are popularly known as the law of karma. They are following the law of karma. Let me put it that way. They are following the law of karma. Newton has come out, Isaac Newton has come out with 3 laws, but we always talk of the third one. The first law says that when you put something in motion, if there's no force acting on it, it will continue in a straight line to infinity. But the action that we put in motion, is being acted upon by the forces of nature. So it will go, the force acting on it, then it will go in a circle and come back to it. That is why in nature, you see everything is round, circle, because the forces of nature are acting on them. The planet is round, the moon, whatever. Everything that comes naturally is not in a square form. It's always in a circle round because of the forces of nature. So, when we initiate a motion or a movement, we cause a movement, and it is going through its cycle, it comes back with the reaction that we give to the action we have sent forth. The forces that are acting on it are in tandem with our intention behind the action that we have sent out. And when it is coming, it comes with so much effect that we experience, that we feel as an experience. These experiences are impressed on our mind. in various stages of storage. Some of them are latent, others are dormant, and others also are active. These experiences that are impressed in our mind are what we call the karmic pattern. So, our karmic pattern become active, new action is initiated, it comes back with new experiences, perhaps due to unfulfilled desires, unfulfilled dream, anger, joy, jealousy, and all comes back and get impressed again in our mind. And when the time is ripe again, it comes up, these impressions comes up again, we send another action. So it goes in a circle. So we are therefore in bondage to our actions. That is how karma works. Now, these impressions or experiences are accumulated throughout our existence, from incarnation to it's eventually turns into habit, habit into character, character into our personality. So, the actions that you took in the past have molded you into what you are today. And we stand somewhere and say, the fate that is following me, I don't understand. This must come from somewhere. But let us hear what Paramahansa Yogananda said about fate in his book, The Divine Romance, page 45. Page 44 and 45. Let me read. It goes this way. Is fate a mysterious, implacable, outside force that governs human destiny? This concept has influenced many to believe that what is to be will be, and nothing can be done about it. Fate does mean something ordained, but it is ordained by you, yourself, through the operations of the law of causation or karma. God gave you the freedom to choose how you will act. But the law of causation governs the outcome according to the nature of the action. Thus, every act becomes a cause that will produce a certain effect. That will produce a certain kind of effect. When you have set in motion a particular cause, the effect will eventually correspond to that cause. Whether you do good or evil, you must reap the result of the action. So, day by day, you are creating the cause that determine your fate. The sum total of all your impression of yesterday are the result of what you are today. He goes on saying that it appears that each individual is born with divine limitations that comes upon you without warning and without knowing why, were created by you in the past, in this or in previous incarnation, and have been silently germinating in your consciousness. Unquote. This is telling us that fate is not anything that is ordained by God because God or nature is angry with us. No. It is our actions in our various incarnations that has caused these impressions. And these impressions or karmic pattern must play out. Because it must play out, we say that the law of karma is the law of equilibrium, the law that sets the ground level, the law of justice that actually come to correct the so-called unfairness that we see in our lives. So it will be wrong on our part that there's no fairness in the world. There is. The fairness is brought about by the law of karma. Because of the impressions of karmic pattern that we have had, the place where you are born, your race, the country, the family, the environment where you are born are all dictated by your past karmic patterns. Because a particular pattern must be played out, you must be born at a particular time, a particular place, with a particular family to play that part. There are different types of karma. Racial karma, we have group karma, under which you have racial, country, family, and then you have personal karma. If I am born with a sick body today, nobody calls it. The primary urge for food has directed me to eat indiscriminately anything, which eventually has returned to me as seeds of ill health. For that thing to play out, I must be born in a particular form. And until it is played out, and you learn the lesson that you must discriminate when eating, until you learn that lesson, the cycle will go on and on and on. Are you on the same page with me? When the stage is set, and a particular pattern becomes very active, we are impelled by that force. Listen to the word very well. We are impelled, not compelled. We are impelled by that force to act in a particular way. And if our action is not well informed, is not well discriminated, we create another negative karmic pattern that regenerates a new cycle. There is also good karma. It's not every action that we take that brings pains to us. Some bring joy. Some comes to correct things in our life. So karma is not anything bad. Karma is not there to punish. And it is not there also to reward. God does not punish, and God does not reward. But the grace of God is always flowing. When your action that you have initiated is in the same wavelength with the grace of God, then the grace of God flows into your life. And good experiences start happening to you. So, how do we break away from this bondage? As a matter of fact, we are in a bondage to our actions. So we need to get freedom from action, freedom from thought, and freedom from ignorance. I would like to go on and on and on and take us through how to break this action, how to break out of bondage. But time will not permit me today. And I'm hoping that the next time that I have the opportunity to sit here again, we will go through the steps to break that bondage. That one, we'll talk so much about Kriya Yoga, Kriya, where we have to observe the observances and the restraints. Intentionally taking action to break the karmic cycle. So, let us take responsibility. Let us know from today that everything that is happening to us today is caused by action that we have taken either in the far past or the near past. Namaste.